Oh, hello YouTube, I'm Dapie45 and welcome to my channel. So since I defeated Ditto last week and I finished every Pixar review, I'm done. I can finally relax. I'm very grateful that I could do all those reviews and that I defeated Ditto. Feels really great. Hey Jacob, what are you doing here? You weren't supposed to come for another hour. Are you ready to record now?
I'm not the Jacob you know. I'm from an alternate dimension, and I have to warn you about Ditto.
Wait. If I defeated Ditto in my Cars 2 movie review, check out the link in the upper left hand corner of this video.
You may have defeated Ditto in your dimension, but in my dimension, he got the upper hand and he's taken over the world. When he found out that in this dimension, he died, he came back to take it over.
Wow, that's a lot to take in.
Looks like I got here just in time to prepare, right before Ditto did.
Hi! Who could have guessed that Ditto was gonna return?
I don't know, seems like bad writing just to bring Ditto back into the canon universe.
Well, whatever it is, we gotta stop him before it's too late.
How did you defeat him last time?
I used the Uno reverse card against him.
Why don't you do it again?
I sort of lost the card.
How do you lose the most powerful card in the universe?
I already defeated him once, I didn't think I had to do it again.
Alright, I have a plan. You stay here while I go back to Ditto.
Alright, sounds good. So what's the plan?
The plan is, I go back to my dimension and you figure it out.
Well, looks like I have to do this by myself. Well, I've trapped Ditto again inside this trash bin, and he shouldn't be bothering us anymore since he is trapped. However, all this dimension hopping did remind me of that one Phineas and Ferb movie that came out. The one where they traveled to alternate dimension where Dr. Doofenshmirtz has taken over the tri-state area. But if I were to watch and review that, then Ditto would easily escape. That's why I have enlisted the help of a really good friend of mine that I'm sure you all know. Rocky, please make sure Ditto doesn't escape. Thank you for your service, Rocky. Alright, now that I finished watching that movie, let's get this review started. What the heck? What's all this Pixar stuff still doing here? That's better. But something's still missing. Oh yeah. That's better. This movie follows Phineas, Ferb, Perry the Platypus, and Dr. Doofenshmirtz as they travel to an alternate dimension to find out that Dr. Doofenshmirtz in that universe has taken over the tri-state area, and also Phineas and Ferb find out that Perry the Platypus, which is their pet platypus, is actually a secret agent under the codename Agent Perry the Platypus. And this movie that they made was released only on TV on Disney Channel here in the US. However, in Spain, I do believe it came out in theaters. But of course, when I watched it, it was on Disney Channel for the first time when I first watched it. And then when I rewatched it again, it was on Disney Plus. So that's how I was able to watch it. So if you guys are interested in watching it and you've seen it before and you want to watch it again, or just are interested in it, that's where you can find it. So now that I got all that out of the way, time to tell you my opinions about this movie. This movie is a pretty great movie, especially if you watch the TV show Phineas and Ferb, because it does have some really great Easter eggs, and the combination between the boys Phineas and Ferb and Perry's double life as a secret agent is very interesting. You get to see how they react, mostly Phineas, since Phineas is the one that does have more emotions, that does react. Ferb tends to just be the quiet one that just kind of watches as everything goes. Of course, he does have feelings too, but he just isn't as expressive as Phineas is. And in the show, Phineas is a pretty happy person. He doesn't really get upset too much. He will every once in a while, but it's not that often. So in this movie, when you see him get upset, when he finds out that Perry is a secret agent, it is a pretty unique thing seeing, because like you just never really imagine Phineas getting really mad about anything. But seeing that, I was like, whoa, he's really hurt by not knowing that Perry was a secret agent. And of course, I did say it before, but if you watch the show, you will enjoy this movie a little bit more, because outside of the show, it is a good movie, but if you watch the show, it does have little Easter eggs that are hidden within it. So like from the first and second seasons, if you were to watch those and then watch this movie, you would understand a lot of the references, and I do appreciate that. When I first watched this movie, it was a while ago when it first came out, and then when I rewatched it again, I just loved it all over again because it's just a great movie. It has a great story, the animation is amazing, especially compared to the TV show, since this does have more of a budget than the TV show got. It is able, of course you can tell there's more time spent on it, and it just looks beautiful in a lot of the scenes. And then the music in it is okay because it does start off really good, but as the movie does go on, the music isn't as good as it goes on. It seems as though it was ordered from like best to worst music as you go along the movie from beginning to end. And I do really like the story of this movie. The plot is really great. However, the ending isn't my favorite because I won't tell you exactly how it ends, but it ends in a way that almost as if the whole movie didn't really matter, because it's just, I don't know, it's just a little weird. I do appreciate the whole story, and I do understand why they had to end it the way they did. Since the show is based off of Phineas and Ferb not knowing about Perry's alternate life, and that they just sort of say, oh, where's Perry? But they never really go look for him pretty much, except for one episode where they did, but most of the time they just sort of let them be and they just do their own thing, and Perry comes back by the end. So they can't really continue that on if they know that Perry is a secret agent. So it is understandable why they had to make it as if like the boys didn't remember it or like it didn't happen. But it just doesn't really make that much of an impact on the story since no one really seems to remember it, except for Agent P and then some people at the spy agency. But of course, I still really love this movie. It's such a great story, and I could rewatch it a bunch of times because I do love the music in the first part of it, and the storyline is just amazing. So I give this movie my final rating of 8.5 out of 10. It's a pretty good movie. Even though the ending isn't my favorite, I do still love a lot of this movie, especially since I've grown up watching Phineas and Ferb, and I enjoyed those shows too. And if you are interested in watching this movie, and you haven't seen Phineas and Ferb before, I do suggest that you watch at least a couple episodes so you get a feel of how they go, and then you'll be able to understand some of the references they make in this movie. And if you are a fan of the show, and if you haven't seen this movie, I suggest you watch it. And if you just haven't seen either of them and just want to watch the movie and don't want to watch the show, you still can. I feel like it does still hold up on its own enough, but it just is better appreciated with the prior knowledge of what the show is and how it goes along normally.
Hey, ready to record those videos? Oh, what's up? It's Rocky.
Jacob, don't.
What?
You fool! You just released Ditto from its trap.
I'm not afraid of that little thing. What, is he gonna attack me?
But Ditto's the biggest threat to our universe. With it free, who knows what it'll do next?
Come on, stop messing around, dude.